What's up, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. In today's episode, we are going to talk about a game called Pulstar. It's a game that I never even heard of until I found it on the Anbernic after scrolling through the game list. So before I even dip too far into this, I need to say that this game has some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen in a flying ship scrolling game. Also, I've never really been too big of a fan of games like this, but I found a couple now on the Anbernic that have changed my perspective. I did love Life Force from the first time I played it at the arcade when I was younger, and I immediately did purchase that when it was released on the NES. Pulstar reminds me a lot of Life Force, but Pulstar is also a game I never heard of or played until I purchased the RG35XX. This game was released by SNK in 1995 for arcades. It was quickly released on the Neo Geo not long after. In this side-scroller, players control a starship in its missions to eradicate the solar system of a hostile race of aliens that threaten mankind. There are a total of 8 stages to complete. Each stage progressively gets more difficult as the player progresses. You must destroy constantly moving waves of enemies and avoid their projectiles, as well as dodging moving obstacles. Each level concludes with a big boss to defeat, which is always fun, and they always look pretty cool. So like R-Type, you can hold down the attack button to further charge up your weapon for an even more damaging blow. You can also acquire an auxiliary drone that acts as a shield. The cool thing with the shield is you can use it to batter and destroy the smaller enemies. Not only that, but if you wish to destroy your drone, you can. This will create a powerful bomb attack that will destroy anything in its radius. Destroying large carrier-like enemies drops a power-up item that grants different abilities. These include capsules that increase the player's speed, and smaller ships that follow you and provide additional firepower. This game received high praise in Japan. In fact, it was the 7th most popular arcade game at the time of its release. It did not get the same love when hitting the States, unfortunately. I'm really not sure why though. I personally thought this game was excellent. I wish I would have heard of it before now. I think some of these professional game critics are a bit too harsh and picky on some of these games. It took almost 20 years after its release that Pulsar finally got the respect it deserves. In 2014, it was labeled as one of the best games for the Neo Geo. Pretty crazy that it took that long for it to get the respect. I'm no professional game reviewer, but I am an avid gamer. I can tell you right now that this game is worth playing. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think most people who give it a try will as well. So pick yourself up in an Anbernic RG35XX and check this shooter out. It'll be worth your while. I mean, unless you have a Neo Geo still sitting around, which I don't anymore. Wish I did. But thanks for watching, everyone. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tell your friends about the channel. Until the next video, game on.